Yeah, when I was in the fruit market, yeah, we used to have competitions, the strongest porter and all that game, you know. And being that I was a night porter with a lot of my pals, we used to try all these strong things, yeah, I mean. And we should get a 56-pound bag of potatoes and press it, you know, and all that game, left hand, right hand, all just, do that. And we should do the old orange boxes, which were 3 tier wooden boxes. They was about £112. You get the old boys, pick them up, and put them on their head, and run up the ladders with them, stack them like 5 at a time, you know, 5 up, you know, unbelievable strong the old boys. They've been doing it all their life. Got great big necks, yeah, and flat hats, and hats are down here like that, you know what I mean? and they're so strong. But the thing I wanted to get into was the barrow. I'm going to put a barrow on my thumbnail, yeah? There was a guy in the market called Joe Strong. Joe Strong was, when I was there, he was about in his 60s, 70s, but he owned a company, yeah? He was an old porter. Must have got white attitude. He's Jewish fella. And they called him Joe Strong. That wasn't his name, Strong. But he was the strongest porter in the fruit market, where he could get a fruit barrow, and with the 2 handles, right, turn it right over, and it's virtually impossible. You got to hold your left and pick it up with your right. It isn't so. It sounds very easy, but it ain't, yeah. And he used to always do this. Even I don't think he could do it when I was in the market with him, yeah, the old boy, you know. But he used to pick the barrow up, yeah, and press it, yeah, and that barrow is like unbelievable. It weighs a lot. I mean, a lot. Not only does it weigh a lot, it's awkward because it's so big, yeah. But he used to do that easy, Joe Strong, when he was a boy. That was his name, Joe. He was Strong, yeah. He was strong, man. So we used to have competitions. Me, Johnny Wells, Martin Worsfold, Derek Pierce, Cracknell sometimes would do it, but he was like flash cap, wasn't he? He thought he could do it and he couldn't, but he didn't want to do it then, you know. Martin Worsfold, Ginger Carlisle, he was very strong, Ginger. He was not only was he strong, but he could have a right fight, Ginger. He was one of the hardest men in the market. Cracknell was always a bit wary of him. But anyway, the big barrow, I'm going to put on my thumbnail. I used to try most nights just to get to try and turn it over. And it's like so hard, you know what I mean? But if you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and Joe Strong used to show me the best ways to do it. In the end, I got to it. I got to the idea of tipping it up, yeah? And it's so hard. It looks very easy, but it's really, I'm telling you, it's virtually impossible, you know. But he learned me how to do it. But what I found was really, really hard. Eventually, I'd done it, yeah, was picking the barrow up. I'm going to put it on my thumb now, look at it, yeah? You got to turn it over, the barrow is as wide as this table, yeah? You got to get in the middle and pull it over and press it, boom, you know, you got to pull the barrow over, yeah? And that's the hardest part of it, pulling the barrow over and pressing it, yeah? It sounds easy, but believe me, it ain't that easy. You've got to get it on your chest, yeah? And it's long. I suppose it's about what? I don't know. Must be what, 9 foot long? 9 foot long. And it's about, 4 foot wide. And you've got to press this, pull it over, you know? And I used to do it most nights, when I worked for Northside. And Cracknell, he'd get the hump because he couldn't do it. Cracknell was strong, a good fighter, could have a fight, Cracknell. But as far as being strong is concerned, he was strong. I mean, he could carry boxes and boxes of bananas and fruit and all that game. But when it comes to the actual, it was knack, you know. But when it comes to the actual strength of picking something like that, he couldn't do it, yeah. Martin Worsfold, I should imagine he was like one of the gunners of the market of doing the potatoes. I see him press 56-pound bag of potatoes 50 times, pressing it one hand. Honestly, mate, it was so strong. And when I got him on, the only disadvantage he had, Martin, was he was short, about 5'8", and and you've got to be quite tall to get your arms over it to pull it up. But the hardest part of it is when it's in front of you, getting hold of both handles, yeah, and turning it over. Yeah, it sounds easy, isn't it? If you ever get to see one of them old barrows, right, and I'll just put it on my thumbnail, try it. It's so hard. I don't think I could do it now. I mean, it's so hard. And to pick it up and put it above your head, that is virtually impossible. Now, even now, I'd find it so hard to do it. I done that. Joe Strong showed me how to do it. Joe Strong was a Jewish guy. He owned a big company in the market, Strong's it was called, but his name wasn't Joe Strong. It was something else, but they give him the name Strong because he was the strongest porter in the market in his young days. Yeah? He had, I swear to God, he had hands twice as big as mine, mate. One hand that would be twice as my two hands, yeah. Absolutely ginormous, this geezer, and he used to walk around with like a pipe, or a big cigar. And like he'd say, "Go on, boy, you never do that. Go on, boy, you never do this, yeah." And he taught me orange boxes in them days with 3 tier, yeah, 3 tiers, and they used to weigh about 112 pounds. And the old boys, with their caps down like that, like that, they used to chuck them up and put them on top of their head and walk about with them on their head. And when they stack oranges, they stack them long ways, like that. So they stack them maybe 4 or 5 high. So the ladder, and they walk up there, like, mate, I tell you what, them old boys were phenomenally strong, yeah. I mean, I tried it once, I could get it on my head, but to get on the ladder and go up the ladder was not, I couldn't do it. It was like, it's a lot of neck in it. They had massive necks, yeah, and they used to always like that, acts like that. It's crazy. Yeah, I love that market, mate. I love doing them things in the market, but picking the barrow up was something that it was like something I wanted to do, and I eventually, got to the stage where I could turn the barrow over and get it to my chest and jerk it up, yeah, and I could do one press of it. I was good. I was so good. When we had all the porters there, and we had the barrow empty. All the barrow was empty. It was just there, and we had to press it. We had to put it on the side and press it. And there's only 2 people that I know could do it. It's me and Martin Worsfold. Joe Strong was too old. I mean, he wouldn't be able to do it, then. But me and Martin Worsfold were the only 2 could do it. And I've got to be flash about this. I was the only one who could get hold of both handles and turn it over. Yeah, I've been practicing nights after nights after nights. And Joe Strong, when I used to go and see him in the morning, to get there about 4 o'clock in the morning, I used to go to his stand and ask old Joe, show me how to do it, And he was a nice old boy, Joe, big man, 22 stone, cigar or pipe, big man, big voice, yeah, and so strong. And I was getting him to try and show me how to get the 2 handles and turn it over. Yeah, mate, I was the only one who could do that. I used to practice so much, yeah. I loved it, man. I loved it. Anyway, bang, bang, well, nice one. I know you're not very interested, but nice one, yeah.